Wow, 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 wow. Good evening to you all from God's hidden treasure, wholeness care. Permit me today to talk to you, my fellow men. I'm talking to you because of what concerns us is peculiar to us as men. And as Nigerian man, research has it that we are more at the heat than maybe even from other races or other ancestry. What exactly are we talking about? Today we are talking about prostate disease, prostate disorder. Yes, you can see I said it's peculiar to us as men because you and myself, we all have prostate gland. And this prostate gland is created and given to us by God for some functions. At puberty, research has it the prostate gland will be about 26 grams. And this prostate gland is walnut-like. It's like walnut. And is situated around the bladder, around the urethra. Our daddy, our husband, our uncle, our brothers, our pastors, my fellow Cali priests, my Lord bishops, this you can see is peculiar and concerns you and me. What about you, our sisters? You may say, well, it doesn't concern. It concerns because we are related. And you know, like the Yoruba will say, whatever concerns your husband concerns you. Whatever concerns your brother concerns you. You can see. Whatever concerns your pastor, your priest, you can see that it concerns you as a female. So, what we are discussing today is something that concerns everybody. Yes, prostate disorder. Prostate disorder, many of us, we are so concerned about prostate enlargement. But I want you to know today that prostate problem is not just prostate enlargement. There are basically three diseases of the prostate. We have prostatitis. Secondly, we have BPH, benign prostatitis aplasia, and we have prostate cancer. The prostate cancer research that is so common with African men, and then the African men is so aggressive that it easily leads to mortality, to death. What exactly is the cause of prostate problem or prostate disorder? Till today, research has not really been able to tell us what exactly is the cause. But we may have what we call what may really be encourage it because of where it is situated. It's situated around the bladder, and the bladder is meant to collect urine and to expel it at a particular time when it is filled up. But the problem is that many times with the bladder is filled up, but we refuse to go to expel it, and then there's a kind of congestion in the bladder because of the presence of bacteria, fungi, and other pathogens. There's congestion and there's a kind of disorder. So when this happens, the prostate gland may end up being affected. But though we may not really be able to ascertain the cause, but there are what we may call factors or things that can encourage it. Factors that can say, yes, you may likely be at the risk. What? One, being a man. Being a man, you are at risk. I am at risk because we have the prostate gland. And as we grow from puberty, the prostate gland must enlarge. But the problem is how fast it enlarges. The problem is to what extent it enlarges is what will tell you that yes, there's a problem. Averagely, it should be about 4. When it is above 4, though it also depends on the age. Those who are maybe our senior citizen, 70, 80, it may be a bit more than that. But you are just 30 and you're already at 4, then there's a problem. So that is how it is. Now, what are these things that can enhance it? What are these that can really encourage it? Being a man is a factor. Apart from that, we all have prostate, so it's a factor. Apart from this, family history. You have a father, you have an uncle that has it, or that had it is a sign that you may also have it, but it's not a ready sign that yes, you are surely having it. But the situation where you have two or more family member having it is a double risk. As such, if your father or your family member has prostate issue at the age of 55 or 60 or earlier than that, is a double risk. So for you at the age of 45, you must quickly be checking it. And then as a man plus or minus 50, it is recommended for you to go and check your prostate gland regularly. But many of us, we don't do that. So family history. Also another aspect is obesity. Being obese and also of high height. Being obese and of high height. The obesity researchers that those who are obese, they tend to have a larger waist, and then they tend to have higher insulin. And when this is the case, the possibility is so much high. Then height of 5.9 and above may have the risk too, but they can still take care. We can still take care of. We can still control it. Apart from this, sedentary lifestyle. You are always seated. Maybe you are office person. You are always seated more than 1 hour. When you are seated. You are likely sitting on the prostate gland. The prostate gland is compressed, is pressed down, so you may likely have it. So the research has that it's good when you are seated, that you should not be seated for more than 1 hour. So whichever be your occupation or whatever it is, make sure, try your best to rise up maybe about an hour or thereabout. Apart from this is occupation. Some occupation seems to give room for this than others. Being not active, always located in one place. You don't go for exercise. It's a risk factor. Another area is diet. When you live your life mostly on saturated food, you live your life mostly on inorganic food, you live more on starchy food, on milk, too much milk. You are already 50, you are 60, you still want to finish one thing of milk. Wow, you think you are helping yourself. Also, you have elderly man, elderly daddy at home. You want to take care of them. The best is for you to go and buy big milk. Big milk. You want to take care of them. You are not taking care of them. You are killing them. They don't need milk. I don't need milk so much. A little milk is enough. But so try more. Live on vegetable and live on fruits. You see that you have a better. Apart from this, one of the main risk factor is that African men, we don't have adequate knowledge about this. We don't have adequate knowledge about this, so we only care when the symptoms come. That is when we continue to run from pillar to pole. But my dear, you need to have the knowledge. What are those things you need to avoid? What are those things you need to take note of? What are those signs you need to watch? Then are you not supposed to go for medical checkup regularly? When you do this, then you are at a better side. Then apart from why African men have the risk more is because we don't go for checkup. And then even when we go for checkup, we don't go when the problem comes. We don't go for treatment on time until when it is at stage 3 or stage 4. So stage 1, stage 2 can easily be handled. That is if it's cancer, if it's cancerous. But when it gets to stage 3 or stage 4, my dear, they may begin to think of the doctor may begin to think of how to give you palliative treatment just to keep you for a while. So prostate enlargement, prostatitis, and others can easily be handled when you take caution. What are the signs that yes, there is prostate problem? You have frequency, you have the urgency to urinate regularly. After 15 minutes, you have the urgency to go again. Then also, when you get to the place, instead of you to take some minutes, you just within say one a few seconds, you stop. That means the kind of the thing is not coming out enough. So after a few minutes again, it seems as if you are not expel it enough. Then you have a kind of burning sensation when you are urinating. You have pain around your lower abdomen. You have pain around your loin, around your hip, around your back. These are some of the signs. Sometimes you have to wake up many times, 3, 4, 5 times in the night. Now you are not having diabetes, you are not having urinary tract infection. Then these are signs. What should you avoid? Yes, that's a very important area. What should you avoid? Avoid alcohol, or if you must take alcohol, let it be minimal. Avoid tobacco, avoid red meat, take less of milk. Take less of milk. Try your best to do enough of exercise, moving out, and then maybe about 30 minutes, 5 times in a week. What should you avoid? Avoid sitting down for too long, and many more. What is the remedy, or what are the remedies? Live more on fruit, especially reddish fruits. Watermelon, carrot, tomato. But the tomato, please, some they just take tomato like, no, the tomato is supposed to be heat. You are supposed to heat it a bit. Heat a bit, you can add even garlic, you can add garlic or onion. Heat it a bit with little oil, heat it a bit and take it. The beta carotene in it will be released better. So apart from that, live more on vegetable. Then we have some herbal remedy that can help you. Let me give you just one. Yoruba called ekpe. So you can take it. Pickles. Pickles is very, very excellent for you. You can take it. And some other herbal remedy. You see, my sincere advice for you, my fellow men, is that we should try our best. Once you are 40, 45, try your best to go for checkup once in a while. It will go a long way to help you when you go for checkup. And when you go for checkup and the health professional inform you that, well, your prostate is a bit enlarged, don't just ignore it. And don't let people tell you, oh, it's it's an attack or no. Go for checkup and quickly see what you can do to treat it. A stitch in time saves 9. When you take care of it at earlier time, you are likely going to escape it. But when you ignore it, oh, it will be too bad. Try your best to also rest enough. Give yourself some rest. Then also the kind of on this you wear also can also affect. So take care of this. And then you see, at one time or other, I came across people in my clinic, those who have these. And then I try to tell them part of what they are supposed to avoid. And some will say, well, Father, it is one thing or other that will kill us. But must you die of what you can prevent? Remember to share this with others. Like it. Send me your comment. And if you have made use of medication before, you may let me know how it works for you. Thank you. God bless you. Shalom.